Hey guys, this is a Robert character tutorial. I know I said I was gonna make a Raiden one next, but since I already did, um, who did I did before?
Did
Maxima, there we go. So, which is a grappler. I might as well switch to Robert since Robert doesn't get nearly as enough attention as I think he should, and he's just one of my personal favorite characters to use actually. So yeah, so as usual, we're going over normals, how to use them, when to use them, which ones you don't want to use, specials, the utility inside and outside of a combo, and then finally B&Bs for mid-screen and in the corner depending on your bar and drive situation. Alright, so let's start with his normals. So jumping, not jumping, standing jab and standing light kick, or B. So both of them function pretty much similarly. Like, the jab is a typical decent anti-air jab, it comes out fast, it's cancelable. The B version is better at doing it because it has a higher hitbox and you can also cancel it. So that way when you anti-air them and cancel it into the fireball, which is something I do with Athena as well.
Oh.
Like
when you really high up actually.
Yeah, so when they land on the ground, when they land on the ground after you throw the fireball, they have to block. And you could do, you could lock them down basically. I would use this from like a far-ish jump in. You can also use a hop. It just depends on timing, really. Alright, so far C and far D. So far D is a very good anti-air. It's got a great hitbox. It's active. It hits crouching characters, so you could just run up and do this. To like anti-air or to keep them on the ground. Let's see. The far C sort of similarly works like that, but it comes out kind of slowish. Actually, never mind. It does not come out kind of slowish. It's just that the hitbox is different. So, far C is more of a sort of a grounded poke, like when you're hitting your opponent from this distance, I guess. It's also special cancelable. So you can get a conversion like this. It's good. It's good to know. But as far as anti-airing goes, with just normals, just use B and D. His kicks. Alright, close normals. There's nothing much to say about C. It's your standard combo starter. Comes out faster than D. You can go into this and stuff like that. Outside of a combo, there's really not much use for it. The standing close D though is very good because you can use it to anti-air. When somebody's jumping in, hopping at you like this, all you have to do is just hold back in D and then you'll get them out of it. You can also use it as a meaty.
Oh, what the?
It's very active. And just the fact that it has 2 hits. So it's very good to use as a meaty. What else? Yeah, very vertical hitbox makes it a great anti-air, and it's also cancelable on both the hits. Special cancelable or command normal.
Oh, you should also probably say that there's B whiffs over crouching.
Oh yeah, I was gonna cover that. So anyways, for the D, if you do it into a command normal, just know if you add the command normal, like since the character is pushed farther away, some of your combos might whiff. So for example, you're trying to do a DP into a fireball into EX flying kicks or something, that's not gonna work. So anyways, about is standing B, standing D, no, standing A and standing B, and then far C. They all whiff on crouching opponents. So something I like to do with Robert is this. Oops. Trying to do the command grab.
Oh.
There we go.
Ooh.
So you just knock them down and then you do crouching light into standing light. So if they're crouching, which they should be, then you can catch them with like this. Because instinctively, they're gonna be blocking when they see you attacking, right? It's also a good way it helps you time your command grab too. If you just do this into that, you might whiff it, but if you do this, it's easier to get your command grab. So it's a good little trick or gimmick to use. You can also use it with like standing jab, I guess, but like since you're pressing B twice, since you're using, going into B anyways, going from B into B, you might as well just press the same button twice, but then stand up. Alright, so crouching normals. So standing A, there's not much to it. The only purpose for this is you could combo your crouching B into the command normal. crouching A into the command normal, like that. If you want to start your combo with a crouching him, but that's about it. Outside is not gonna be much use for it. Can't really anti-air with it. Crouching B is like your combo starter off of lows. You can get 3 shorts into his fly kicks, and that's about it. Average stuff. But his crouching C's are anti-air. So if you're like lazy and you're just crouching and stuff, you could just use this instead. It's also special cancelable, so oops.
Too early.
Yeah, it's also special cancelable, but it's got 2 different hitboxes. And what I mean is like, you know, like the first part is cancelable, but then like if you hit it at the end of the hitbox, it's not cancelable anymore. So, oops. Yeah, it's not cancelable anymore. You have to do it like, you know, so you won't be able to do like, you know, the B into fireball gimmick anti-air. Alright, so crouching D is a sweep, probably one of the best ones in the game. So it comes out fast, it has a lot of reach, and it's special cancelable. A lot of Robert players do this. Oops. Time your fireball a little late, and you know, lock them down with a fireball, and you have frame advantage too. So that time the sweep was too close, but you get the point. Like, you know, you could do a variety of things with it. But yeah, just know that the sweep is very useful. A lot of players just like to do that. Alright, so next up we got his aerial normals. All of them can hit crouching opponents. Jumping A, jumping C, B, and D. And all of them cross up except jumping A. So that was D that crossed up, B crosses up, C crosses up. But the most reliable one for cross-ups, I would say, is D and B. As far as going air to ground for is, you want to be using this the most. It has the most reach. It's easier to hit them with, and it has more hit stun too. B, you could do it, and it has a great reach too, but it has a lot less hit stun, so you have to time it late like that. You can also use like, you know, A or C, but really it's up to preference. Like for me, if I'm not confident with my time, I'll just use A because it has a lot of active frames. And you know, I don't have to worry about timing it afterwards. Whereas with, you know, C, you know, my C might not combo afterwards. I don't know, it just depends. It's just matter of preference.
Situational.
Yeah. And like I said, a lot of them can also be viable air to airs. It just depends on, you know, your situation. Like if they're below you, these work well. If they're above you, your jumping blowback might be better. So Robert's jumping blowback is probably one of the better ones in the game, because
it's really far.
It's really far. The hitbox is great. It comes out kind of fast too, and it beats out a lot of beats out a lot of aerials, and it's great to use to jump back with too, like that. So it traded, but you know, I got a counter hit, and that's 100 damage. Speaking of blowbacks, I forgot to cover his grounded version. So this is also has a lot of reach, special cancelable, very good to use. A lot of people like to pressure with fireballs like this. Comes out a little on the slow side though, so you just want to be careful using it too much, and it's not great for anti-airing. So just watch out for it when you're using it. You know, don't use it too much. They can jump in on you. One way you can use it, I guess, is a sort of a meaty like that. Oops, I messed up. That time was too far, and that time I'm doing it too early. But yeah, like, you know, there's a variety of ways you could use it, and that's about it for all of his normals. Now let's move on to his normal grab and command normals.